Okay, all of you, very good evening. This is the Titan batch. Yes, this is the Titan batch. Am I audible? Am I audible? Good morning. Good evening, Mayuri. Good evening, Mayuri. It is live classes. Someone, good evening. ठीक है, YouTube channel name. Good evening, Vishnu. All of you, a very good evening. I hope everything is fine. There's proper streaming right now going on. I think the streaming is allowed, both is going on both on the YouTube as well as the streaming is live on the live class is also there on the app. ठीक है, on the app. Yes. Very good evening, Deepika, Khushi, Akshat, Tensu, Sinan, Manjit. Very good evening, all of you. Ashish Dash. Where is ma'am? Here is ma'am. दयानंदा. ठीक है मैम, इधर है गीतांजलि. ठीक, all of you. होता है, this is normal. Lot of convenience is there when you sit back at the home and do the classes. तो वो convenience है, तो थोड़े minor glitches, some minor glitches are perfectly normal. ठीक है, you know what is happening here before. Yes, I know what happened. I think this is a geography class, Kshitij. ठीक है, अरे मैं यही हूँ, कहाँ हूँ? ठीक है, मैं मैम हूँ. मेरा नाम प्रूफ के लिए ये मेरा फोटो है. दिस इज़ माई फोटोग्राफ एंड दिस इज़ डिम्पल नानकानी. ओके, दिस इज़ डिम्पल नानकानी. मैम इज़ ऑल्सो रिटन. So all of you, this is English batch. This is English batch. Yes, this is English batch. There was some error. There was some issue going on. ठीक है, there is some issue going on. Probably there was some technical glitch. Hello? Present? Those who've not been able to see me, join again. Pratyush, it's okay. It happens. There was some technical issue. Refresh the page, join the class. Refresh the page, join the class. ठीक है? अभी भी glitch है? Is there some glitch right now also? I am visible now. Fine. Nothing happened. Jai Hind. No, ma'am. No glitch. It's not showing in the app. Anywhere you have been able to join. Some of you are joining on YouTube. Some of you have joined on the app, I guess. ठीक है? Still, sir is being seen. Geography class going on. No, ma'am, it's fine now. Where is it? Please make it correct. Thank God, ma'am, मिल ही गई. All clear right now. ठीक है, it is fine right now. कहाँ है मैम? अरे मैं यही हूँ. I'm here. Cannot see मैम. कुछ नहीं होना है. Rejoin करके. चलो ठीक है, let me start off. Who is this? Acha, now till now I was actually confused that why do they put picture? Why do they put this picture everywhere on a class when people is standing? I'm standing right here. And why there's a picture that is being put? Because sometimes there are errors that happen. All of you, welcome to the class. What are we doing? We are doing the subject of geography. And this is which lecture? This is lecture number 1. ठीक है, this is lecture number 1. All of you, this is me. I hope the face is resembling. Okay, I'm not standing like this, but I'm standing with my open hands. ठीक है, are you able to see me? Are you able to understand this part? Clear? Can I move on? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up so that I can move on. Give me a thumbs up so that I can move on. Give me yes. Give me say something so that I can move on, please. Introduce yourself. पहले मुझे देख तो लो. ठीक है? Yes, yes, yes. On the YouTube it is also coming. Audio, video, fine. It's not working on the app. For those who is not, for those on the app it is not working. Let's connect on YouTube. On the YouTube also there's live streaming that is going on. I can see with me Aman, Priya, Deepa, Playtopia, Gopal, Mrunal. Okay, fine. Even if it is not running on the app, it is okay. You are not able to join on the app. Perfect. Okay. So now I think you are able to join here. Where are we? We are in the subject of geography. What is this? This is lecture number 1. Okay. Let me begin. I will be starting off with the whole of universe. In this universe is a very, 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 very big space. That will be the topic of discussion. I will be taking the topic of the discussion in the second part. Okay. I will be taking, see, I will divide my lecture into 2 parts. Today, lecture number 1, first part, all of you there. In the part 1, I will try to introduce myself so that you know who are you dealing with, and I would also like to know something from your part, and I will also talk about the subject of geography. Do you need to write something today? You don't need to write something today. Kuch likhne, you don't have to write. In case there is something that has to be written, I will tell you that this is what you should write, or I will dictate separately. So first listen to me. So first part of the class, the part 1 of the class would be more of ice breaking session, where we will introduce ourselves. I will introduce myself to you and you will introduce yourself to me. Okay? Then we will go for understanding what is geography, and the part 2 of the lecture. The part 2 of the lecture, we will start off something that is a part of your syllabus. We will start off with the syllabus of geography. Okay? So let me start off with me. Okay? Let me start off with me. Who I am? I am Dimple Nankani. What I teach? Okay? What I teach the subject of geography and environment. Okay? Where do I teach? I teach in the Titan batches. I teach in the Titan batches. I teach in Sankalp classes also, in the Sankalp batch. So I teach purely in English medium as well as I teach in English. So here this is your English medium batch. So my major mode of communication will be English. Okay? My major mode of communication will be English. Now, who am I? I am a faculty. Where am I a faculty? I am a faculty at PW. What has been my background in UPSC? So let me start. What I am a teacher presently. What do I teach? I teach subject of geography. Since when I have been teaching, it's been almost 6-7 years now that I have taught. First as a freelancer, first as I worked in a startup, I worked as a freelancer teacher as well, and now I'm associated with PW. So I teach geography, also environment. What I bring to the table? What I bring to the table? What you can take it from me? Okay? Okay. What you can take it from me? I have a very practical approach to the examination. A very, very practical approach to the examination. I have a hands-on approach to the examination. Okay? Okay. Recently, it's been 4 years, 5 years, my attempts got over. My last attempt was in 2019. So 5-6 years before, I was also a student. I was preparing as a student. So I have got a very practical approach to the examination. What is my background? I have given, okay, something that I'm trying to introduce. I have given 6 attempts. Okay, so that you know that what I'm bringing to the table. Aapko kya milne wala hai? What can you extract on free? When I say I have a practical and hands-on experience, okay, I cover the classes as and when I cover the class. Suppose I've covered 5 classes. In these 5 classes, I will make you do previous year questions. I will make you do previous year questions of both prelims as well as mains in the class itself. In the class itself, we will solve prelims questions, and I will give you mains questions to write, you will have to write that and you will have to send to me. You will send it to me on my Telegram channel or on the personal wall, and then I will evaluate. So what I'm bringing on the table for you, what do you get from me? From me, you get a practical and hands-on experience. I will not simply dictate. I will make you understand and I will make you work. आपको काम करना पड़ेगा. You will have to work. Okay. You will have to write questions. You will have to get it evaluated from me. So very hands-on experience is my teaching experience. ठीक है? Okay. Now you're in the geography classes. Yes. What has been my background? My background has been I have given 6 attempts. ठीक है? I have given 6 prelims examinations. You would have known 6 attempts means 6 prelims examination. Then I have written 4 mains. I have qualified 4 prelims. So I have written 4 mains. Anybody of you have given mains examination before? Please write that on the comment. I am looking at your comment as well. Thank you, Sombir. Thank you so much. No, Kirtan, it will not be available daily on the YouTube. ठीक है? ठीक है. I have written 4 mains and I have also appeared in one final interview. I had appeared in one final interview. My interview was in 2020. My last attempt when I was, ठीक है, when I was giving my last attempt. In my last attempt, I have reached up to the interview stage. So I have gone through every stage. I have seen every stage. I have seen prelims. I understand what are the struggles for prelims. I have written mains. I understand what are the struggles for mains. What do people do so that they are not qualifying? What is the secret sauce for those who have qualified? Because even I qualified. And I have also very, very closely seen the interview stage as well. Okay? So, those who are not able to see it on the app, please join on the YouTube. Please join on the YouTube. Okay? Now, for those, I think many of you will be giving your first attempt. Your first attempt would be in 2026. So we have what? This will be May 2026. So we have around 1 full year with us. We have 1 year with us. Okay? So it is May 2026. Your attempt, I believe. How many of you have completed your graduation? What class are you in? कौन सी class में हैं आप? I would like to know. Good afternoon. Good evening. All round Prat, Mansi, Khushi. This is pure English. Titan batch is English batch. If you, in case you want to join English batch, bilingual batch, it is Sankalp batch. Khushi. Okay. It will be my first attempt. No, ma'am. What is the? Thank you so much, Mansi. Simran, बताइए क्या हो गया बच्चे? What happened? Yes, Sombir, yes. Final year. Some of you are in final year. Some of you are in PG. Pooja, Priya, Arzu, Raj. Okay. Post graduation 2027. Okay. First year UG. Okay. UG. Graduation done. No all round Prath. Second year, first year, final year, graduation first year, Anshu. Graduation last year. Okay. So I believe post-graduation currently working, 4th SEM, 3rd year graduation, MBBS graduated, graduation, PG done. Okay. Okay, fine. So I can see. Thank you, Devansh. Okay. Now. Most of you are in graduation. Most of you are doing your graduation or you are in your final year. Or in the final year. Okay? Some of you have done also PG and I believe that 2026 is the attempt that we have. So we have 1 full year with us. Right? We have one year with us. Okay? Now this 1 year of preparation, what you should be doing? What you should be doing? For one, I'm trying to know that where are you standing, what should be your attempt, how you should attempt your examination. Okay? So this 1 full year, I believe that you will be doing your classes, the classes both for your GS as well as your optional. You will be doing GS classes as well as you will be doing your optional classes. What apart from this, yes, Devansh, apart from this, what you should do, so you should attend the classes. You should attend all your classes. The first thing that you will do. The second thing that you will do is you will revise. You will revise what has been taught to you. And the very important thing that you should not forget, I think one of the most important thing, you should solve previous year questions, plus you should give the mock test. You should give the mock test. I'll tell you my own experience. I'll tell you my own experience. ठीक है? I'll tell you that. अक्षत, कितनी classes होंगी, क्या geography है, geography का pattern क्या है, I will tell you that. I had given my first attempt in 2013. Okay, this was my first attempt. I gave my second attempt in 2014. Okay, and then I gave my third attempt in 2015. I couldn't qualify prelims examinations here. I couldn't qualify the pre-examination year. I also couldn't qualify the pre-examination year. I'll tell you, I was knowing everything that was given in the textbook. Everything. I had learned everything. I started preparing since 2012. Okay. So somebody who's preparing for 2012, 13 and 14, 3 years. Somebody who's preparing for 3 years knows everything that is given in the textbook. But I was not able to qualify. Why? Because I was not able to do one thing. I couldn't do one thing, that is this thing. If you say what is the most important thing for you to qualify your examination, it is this part. You will have to give your test papers, you will have to attempt previous year questions. It is the most important thing that you should be doing. ठीक है? Okay, so you will, that is what I'm trying. How should you start your preparation? Please, Akshat, optional wheel. Yes, why not, Amit? Why can't you try? Definitely you can try. So please attend your classes, revise what is being taught to you in the class, and along with the revision, please solve the previous year questions and the mains question and the mock test. Whatever test is being given to you, you should do that. Okay? You should be doing that. Am I clear here? Am I clear? ठीक है? Okay. Now what? Let me. I have introduced myself. I have also understood that I have introduced myself. I've also understood some part of you, that when is your attempt, where are you standing, have you done your graduation or not, are you comfortable with English or not, and a general approach I have told you. Now we will start off with our subject. What is our subject? Our subject is geography. So what I will be covering, I will be starting off. You need not write anything, just listen. Our subject is geography. I will be starting off understanding. हम क्या क्या करेंगे? What we will be covering? We will understand what is geography. We will understand what is geography. We will understand units in geography. We will understand the books to be covered, the books in geography. And we will also understand how many classes. Do you want to ask something more related to geography? ठीक है? Have you cleared UPSC in 2020? I reached up to interview stage, Ishant Bangar, in my final attempt. That was 2019 and 20. But I couldn't qualify in my final attempt. So interview tak I have gone, but I have not made my name in the list. ठीक है? Yes. So what we'll understand, what is geography, what are the units in geography, what are the books that we have to cover, and how many classes will I take. ठीक है? Where can I cover previous year question? You can cover the previous year question UPSC CSE aspirants in the class. We will cover the previous year questions, and we have got series also on our channel. ठीक है? Mandeep, I'll tell you that. 80% of geography, 60%, 70% of geography is covered in GS, but 30% of optional का अलग होता है. ठीक है? 30% is geography optional. Something that you want to ask more? Arjun, we'll keep that for some other day. Can I start my optional in September? Yes, you can do that, Pratyush. ठीक है? Okay. Geography related current affairs. What about geography related current affairs? Okay, I'll take this question. I'll take this questions. ठीक है? Now, we'll deal with one by one with these questions. Okay. Okay. How to cover geography के बारे में, how to cover both prelims plus mains. How to cover both prelims and mains for geography. ठीक है? I will also be covering, हाँ, fine, also be what to do for mapping, what to do the mapping, how to do the mapping part in geography, how to do the mapping part in geography. ठीक है? Something else? Okay. Some of you are also asking me one thing, that this is geography, how do we compare? You are also asking me a very separate question, that what is the difference between geography GS part versus what is the difference between geography optional. Okay, this is being asked. Okay, and then I will also answer one question, that is importance of geography as a subject, importance of geography in UPSC. What is the importance of geography in UPSC? Yes, book list I have told. Your optional subject, ma'am. Geography was my optional subject. Yes, Aditi, I will teach that. Okay, ठीक है. Debidita, I will tell you. I'll answer your question. ठीक है. मेरा ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट क्या था? माई ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट वॉज जोग्राफी. मिताली, आई हैव नेवर लेफ्ट जोग्राफी. थैंक यू विकास. ठीक है. ओके. Books and resources. Books and resources. ठीक है. Let me start off one by one. Let me start off one by one. ठीक है. Now, what is geography? Okay. Geography is a subject. Okay. चलो आ जाओ. Let me answer one question. Let me deal with these questions one by one. What is geography? What is geography? Okay, I'll break down. Geography is a subject. Okay, you don't have to write this, just listen. आप सिर्फ सुनिए, just listen up the subject and I will make you write. Whenever I have to write, I'll make you write. Just listen for now. What is it? It is a subject. Okay, what does this subject do? Subject that studies. That studies. What does it study? That studies earth. Okay, it is studying the earth. Why is it studying the earth? Why is it studying the earth? Is a subject that study earth because earth is a home of human being, is a home of human being. Okay, marks and weightage इसमें ही आ जाएगा. Importance of geography, marks and weightage इसमें आ जाएगा. Okay, this will cover marks and weightage. Now, coming on. What is geography? Geography is a subject that studies earth because earth is a home of you and me. We all live here. Because we live here, it is important to study this subject. Okay, fine. When I say it is a study of earth, when I say it is the study of earth, what does it study? What all does it study? Can somebody tell me? अगर if this is the study of earth, अगर ये earth की पढ़ाई कर रहा है, what all will it study? What all will it study on the earth? I take classes in Sankalp as well as Titan batches. ठीक है. What all will it study? What all? Tell me. It will study the land and it will study the water. It will study the air. It will study. What all can it study? What all can it study? It will study land. Okay. It will study water. Water resources on the earth. It will study air. Very good. It will study air. It will study. Okay. It will study Other planets also, fine, related to Earth is other planets. So it will study other planet. It will study other life form. It is not just you and me who are staying here. It will also study other life form. Very good. Fine. It will study mountain, ecosystem, biodiversity, human aspects. ठीक है. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Keshri Nandan, I'll do that. Okay, okay. So this all it will study. Will geography, does geography also cover study of agriculture? Does geography also cover the study of agriculture? Yes. Does geography also cover, what all do you study? Yes, you also study disasters. You also study disaster. Very good. You also study population. You study tribal population. You study normal population. You also study settlement. You also study trade and transport. You also study trade. You study about ports. You study about railways. You study about airways. Right now, there has been a calamity, a misfortune, a disaster, a incident that happened recently, right? A plane crash that was flying from Ahmedabad to London. Is geography not involved? Yes, you study geography. You study transport. You study climate, right? You study about these aspects. Okay? So agriculture, population, settlement. You also study about industries. Where is the industry located? You also study about the resources that we have. Clear? Yes, you also study about other life form. Other life form includes both plant and animals. See, in geography, right now what you thought? In geography you thought you will study mountains, desert, river. Okay. You will study about the plain area. You will study about the plateau area. No, that is not simply geography. Geography, okay, yes. Geography is also about all these dimensions. Did you understand? What are you studying? You are studying earth. On the earth, what all you are studying? On the earth, you are studying land, climate, water, oceans, vegetation, other life form. You study about human population, you study about elephant population, tiger population, giraffe population. So you study population. You study how are the houses in Singapore, what are the houses, how are the houses in China, how are the houses in India, how are people settling, where are people settling, okay? That you study in geography. You study about settlements, you study about trade, transports, etc. Did you understand what is geography? Geography is not simply the study of mountains, rivers and plateaus and plain. It is the study of many related things. Clear? Am I clear with this? What is geography? Am I clear with this? Ravi, Jasmine, Mandeep, Gulbir, Khushi, Yudhishthir, Ravi, Raj, Ganga. Yes. Why do you study it, Muhammad? Because it is your home. You roam around in your home, you see what is there in the fridge, you see where is the mother sitting, you see where is the father, where should you put your TV, because that is your home. Similarly, earth is your home, so you should study it. ठीक है? Vishnu, Niharika, Prince, Devansh. ठीक है? Clear? We are studying to know our surroundings. Correct. Correct, Muhammad. Zeshan Siddiqui. ठीक है? Now, what have I done? I have done what is geography. I have done what is geography. Geography is a study of earth as a home of human being. I'll repeat. Geography is the study of earth as a home of the human being. Now, what are the units in geography? Whatever you have done, right? whatever you have done, whatever you have written. Okay, I will cover that, Akansha. Whatever you have written, these are nothing but the units of geography. These are nothing but the units of geography. So what are the units of geography? What are the units that you study in geography? The units in geography. The first unit that you study in geography, okay, we'll write one by one and we will tell. Akansha, taking geography as an optional is good choice or is it difficult to study about it? See, optional depends on you. Optional depends on you. I loved geography, so I never left it. It depends on you. Right now I'm in GS class, bache. Now, first unit in geography. The first unit that we cover in geography is about universe and solar system. Universe, solar system and related topics and the related topics. Okay, in case you want to write this, yes, I will do that. In case you want to write this, you can write this in your book. Units in geography. Give the heading units in geography and write the first point, universe, solar system and the related topic. Okay? And the related topic. This is the first unit in geography. The second unit that you study in geography is geo. Please write this. Geomorphology. Okay. What is it about? It is about, it studies various landforms. It studies various landforms on Earth. Okay? So you were talking about planets, the first unit. You were talking about land. This is the second unit. Then the third topic, the third unit that we have. The third unit that we have is climatology. It is about studying it studies what? It studies the climate on the earth. It studied the various climate on the earth. Okay. It studies the various climate on earth. Earth has different type of climate. Okay? Earth has different type of climate. No, Anusha, this is not a recorded classes. This is a live class. We have equator. On the equator, you have equatorial climate, which is hot and humid. As you go in the polar regions, it has cold and dry climate. If I talk about tropical latitude, India is a tropical country. It has hot climate, humid climate. So there are different type of climate on the earth. Okay? There are different type of climate on the earth. Okay. So it studies these climate. The third. So we were talking about this part. It studies the air. Yes, it studies the air. Okay. Yes, you should have an idea, Vanshika. You should have an idea. The third part that you understand that we study in geography is the ocean. Oceanography. It will study lot of ocean resources. Can you tell me how many oceans are there on the earth? How many oceans are there? How many oceans are there on the earth? If I talk about, this is, let's say, India, this is Southeast Asia, this is Australia, we have, let's say, Africa here, you have, let's say, Africa here, You have North America here. Okay, you have Europe here. You have North America and you have South America here. How many? How many? 7. I'm talking about oceans. आप बोल रहे हो 7 oceans हैं. How can there be 7 oceans? खुशी. How many oceans are there? 7 oceans. Okay. Butter. Continents थोड़ी पूछ रहे हैं. I'm not asking continents. I'm asking oceans. How many oceans are there? Very good. Ovia. Ovia. Ovia MJ. There are 5 oceans. What are the oceans? What are the oceans? Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic and Antarctic. There are 5 oceans, right? No, not Antarctic. It is Southern Ocean. It is not Antarctic Ocean. It is the Southern Ocean. Antarctic is a continent. Antarctic is a continent. So don't say Antarctic as ocean. Shivani, galat hai. Deepika, no. Antarctic is not an ocean. Why are you telling me the continents? There are 5 oceans. It's Southern Ocean. Ovia, it's not Antarctic. Antarctic is a continent, bachche. Antarctic is a continent. Okay? So what are the ocean? Priyash, आपने 2 बार Atlantic लिखा है. There are 5 oceans. Yes, it is the Southern Ocean. Sarika, Antarctic Ocean नहीं है. You have Pacific Oceans. You have Atlantic Ocean. We have Indian Ocean. We have Southern Ocean. And we have Arctic Ocean. We study all of this. We study all of this. Okay? We study all of this in ocean. So, geomorphology, climatology, oceanography. Once you cover this, then you study the 5th unit. The 5th unit is the biogeography. The 5th unit is the biogeography. Bio means what? Biological life form. Bio means biological life form. Okay? It's okay, but mostly you say it's Southern Ocean. Sarika. Sarika, you mostly say it as the Southern Ocean. Okay. Biogeography is about, it studies what? It studies animal and plants. It studies animal, plants and soil. It studies animal, plant and soil. Okay. Animal, plant and soil. Okay. Now, right, we study these units. These are all what? These are all related to physical geography. All of these are what? All of these are what? All of these are physical geography. So in geography, what do you have? You have physical geography. Okay? Did you understand? Something that is naturally available. Mountains, plains, plateau, rivers, other life forms, the water, the climate that is naturally created is a part of physically created, is a part of physical geography. Okay? Then what do you have? Then you have human geography. Can somebody tell me what do you mean by human geography? Can somebody let me know? Human geography यानी क्या? How do you differentiate physical geography and human geography? Yes, Muhammad, that's what I'm saying. How do you differentiate human geography and physical geography? What is human geography? What is human geography? There are 2 Sarika, Koti Sarika, there's also a different Sarika. All those aspects concerning human. Geographical influence on human. Relationship between man and nature. Wherever, yes, human geography is something that is done, that human does a very important role. When human plays a very important role, that becomes human geography. Okay, something that is created by human, something that has been put by human, that has been introduced by human. Okay, something that has been introduced by the human is called as, correct, man made. Yes, Devansh. Something that has been introduced by the human is called as human geography. ठीक है? Now, what was the first thing? If you have read history, what is the first thing that human did on the earth? On the earth, what was the first thing that human did? Can somebody tell me what was the first thing that we did that has changed the entire history? Yes. Akshat, कौन सी economic activity? What was the economic activity that human introduced? If somebody has anthropology optional, if somebody has studied history, what did we do? What was the first thing that human do? It started fire. It started hunting and gathering. But hunting and gathering से ज़्यादा क्या था? Fire. And what is the first thing that changed the planet? Agriculture. So what do you study in human geography? What do you study in human geography? In human geography, we will study agriculture. We will study resources, mineral resources. We will study mineral resources. We have identified the resources. We will study industry. We will study trade and transport. Trade and transport. You also study population. Population aspects. And you also study settlement. We also study the settlement. This is a part of what? Study of people, culture, community, economic activity. This is a part of what? This is a part of human geography. This is a part of human geography. What is there included in physical geography? What is a part of human geography? Clear, all of you? How do you differentiate what is there in human geography, what is there in physical geography? Can I move on? Can I move on? See, lot of topics of geography, lot of topics of human geography seems to be overlapping with other subjects. ठीक है, seems to be overlapping with other subject. Agriculture, you study this in geography and you also study this in economy. ठीक है, so some portion of geography, some portion is covered in geography, some portion is covered in economy. ठीक है, industry you will study both in geography as well as you will study it in economy. If I talk about trade and transport, similarly you will study this in geography as well as you will study in economy. If I talk about population, this you study in geography and you also study where? You also study this in society. You know society, this is a part of your GS. Settlement also you study in geography and you study in society also. So human geography seems to be overlapping with other subjects also. Geography and economy, geography and society. ठीक है? Yes, Sarika. Yes, Sarika, it's a part of physical geography. It's a part of physical geography. We are studying other life forms. We are Sarika Sagar, Sarkar, sorry. Okay? It also seems to be overlapping with society. Anybody has sociology optional? Anybody has that sociology optional? Anybody has that? Okay? Done. Did you understand the units of geography? Did we all understand the units of geography? Have you all written this? Can I move on? This was physical geography. This was human geography. One was physical geography. One was human geography. Okay. Some of you have Kunal, Mahi, Abhishek, Vaishnavi, Ekata. Yes, definitely Tushar. Why not? PSIR, Prince. Ovi, I'll tell you that. Ovi, I'll tell you. Wait for that. Okay. Now, apart from this, in geography, you also have a very important dimension. A very, very important dimension that we have in geography is the mapping. That we have in geography is the mapping. Okay. So these are the units. What are the units? Physical geography, human geography, and we also have a very important thing, that is the mapping part. That is the mapping. This is another very important topic of geography. It will be studied within the lecture. Indian geography will be studied in the lecture itself. Okay? So did you understand what is there in geography? Okay, Danish has sociology, Pradyut, Raj Nandini, okay, Rakesh, Babu, Jasmine, way to Labasna. Chalo, ठीक है. Now, can I move on? I think I have answered the second question. I think I have done what is geography, what are the units in geography. ठीक है. हाँ, मैपिंग में दोनों आएगा. मैपिंग में दोनों आएगा. Mapping will be both Indian geography as well as mapping will be Indian geography as well as world geography. Mapping will be both Indian geography as well as world geography. What is economic geography? How many classes per week? 5 classes per week, Hardik. I will be taking 5 classes per week. I will not be taking classes on Saturdays and Sundays. Okay? I will not have classes on Saturdays and Sundays. Okay? Yes, Abhishek, we'll do that. Okay? Now, some of you are asking what is economic geography? जो portion economy के साथ है, ठीक है? जो portion economy के साथ है, whatever portion is covered with economy is a part of economic geography. So, agriculture is a part of economic geography. Industry is a part of economic geography. Trade transport is economic geography. Resources is economic geography. ठीक है? What is economic geography? हाँ, both of it, both. Indian geography as well as world geography, both will be covered, Akshat, even in the lectures also. Why did I ask about sociology optional? Because those who have sociology optional, they would know about this part. They would know about population part. They would know about settlement part. What about disasters? Yes, that is also part of geography. But disaster management is a different unit, just one. Disaster management is a different subject itself. Okay? So that also is part of geography along with others. Okay. Now, moving on. So I have answered what is geography. I have answered units in geography. Now, what I am moving towards? I am moving towards a new thing, a new question that was asked to me, that was books in geography. Books in geography. ठीक है? देवेंद्र, आपको पता पड़ेगा क्लास में. You will get to know in the classes. ठीक है? Now, the books in geography. Now, there are two things that are... Okay, fine. There will be 2 hours class daily, yes. I have also done MA in geography. I have also qualified NET in geography. ठीक है? Akash, I have qualified the NET part. ठीक है? Now, if I talk about books in geography, for what? For your UPSC examination. For the UPSC prelims and mains, for the UPSC prelims and mains. Okay. Now you can refer PW books. First thing, what have to done? First, the most important is class notes. I will give you class notes. This has to be, this is very, very important. Class notes are very, very, very important. Apart from class note, this is mandatory. ये आपको करना ही है. This is mandatory. But you cannot simply rely on class notes. Along with class notes, you have to do something else. Along with class note, you should also read some book. You should also read some book. Now, what book should I read? Please listen carefully, and please don't ask me in every class. Don't ask me in every class. I will leave it up to you. Class notes are your notes. Iske alawa, apart from this, you have to read book. Any book you should read. Okay. Now, some of you are giving names like, some of you, I dictate class. Yes, I dictate class. Some of you are giving me names like Khullar, Majid Hussain. I would not recommend, see, if it is not your optional, I would not recommend Majid Hussain. I will not recommend this. It is not needed. I will also not recommend DR Khullar. It is also not needed. They are very, very bulky books. I will also not recommend GC Leong. There was a time when many questions were asked from GC Leong. Right now, you can skip these books. I would not recommend these books. You need not study these books. It is not needed. Did you understand? Then what book should I read? Either you can read NCERT, or dono nahi, either of them, either NCERT or PW book, any one of them. Okay? Any one of them, whichever you think is easily understandable, whichever you think is sufficient. Both. Okay? Now, some of the questions. Two hours per day class. Timings will be announced. Raj, Dhanvi, you will get to know the timings. Okay? Yes, Monu. Resources and exploitation is economic geography. Anthropology, sociology, anything that is good for you. Rajnandi, I can't take a call for that. Management में क्या, disaster management में क्या study होता है? Wait for that, Mandeep. Is PW book enough? Yes, it is enough. Our PW book bulky, I think it is manageable. Okay? It is manageable. Okay? PW book is enough. Is NCERT enough? Yes, NCERTs are also good. NCERTs are also very, very nice books. Only one standard book or NCERT, only skip NCERT. Why, ma'am, are you promoting? I'm not promoting any book. I'm not promoting. I have given or, either or. Okay? Raj Gaming. Okay? Whatever is easily understood. Savindra Singh, there is no need. There is no need for Savindra Singh also. See, this is not your optional. This is GS. Okay, let's keep it GS. Yes, you can read that. Dolly, you can read that also. It is okay. Okay? NCERT, which class? I'll tell you. Okay? Now, either of them. Third thing that you should read, the third thing that you have to do, I will take this with you. I will help you on this, is the atlas. Okay? So, class notes, either PW books or NCERTs, or you can also read atlas. Okay? You want to study from scratch? I am teaching from scratch. I am teaching from the scratch. I am teaching from the scratch. You need not worry about that. ठीक है? Now, what NCRT? Which atlas? What NCRT? ठीक है? What atlas? Some of you, those who want to study from the basic. ठीक है? Those who want to study from the basic. Those who think that my basics are not clear. Those who think that my basics are not clear. ठीक है? You can start off. Please pay attention. I said class notes. I said some books. And I also said that you have to read the atlas. Which books? Either NCRT or PW books. Now, which NCRT? If your basics are not clear, okay, you should go for 6th to 10th. In case your basics are not clear, you should go for 6th to 10th. In case your basics, I will teach you from the basics. In case you feel that my basics are strong, in case you feel that your basics are strong, then you can go for, if advanced version, in case you feel that it is an advanced version you want to go for, you can go for class 11th and 12th. Okay? In class 11th or 12th. That depends on your preparation. That depends on how far you know, how far you are comfortable with geography. Something that is basic 6th to 10th, advanced version class 11th and class 12th. Okay? Okay. I will cover NCRT. Yes, I will cover NCRT. Am I teaching prelims and mains oriented? Both. I am teaching both. Okay. Akshay, fine. It's okay. Good. You can go for that. Yes, Shrikant. You can skip the other standard book and you can go for that. Yes, Shrikant Patel. I've answered that. Okay. Now. Okay. Why should you do, if I'm teaching from the scratch, why should I go for other resources? See, Mohammed, if you have appeared for the prelims examination, you will know. Reading between the lines is very important. Everything will not be served to you. You have to read between the lines. UPSC tests your comprehension skills also. Your comprehension skill will be better only and only if you read books. So even if I teach, it is more of a revision. ठीक है, NCRT and your class notes are enough? Yes, Mahadev. Even for mains answer writing, NCRTs are enough? Yes, Vanshika. Are you not going to teach basics? I never said that. I will teach from the basics. But you have to read between the lines also. You have to read some books. ठीक है? Arjun, I will tell you that. ठीक है? At least I'm helping you. ठीक है? Now, which, in suppose those who keep on asking me, ma'am, Purani NCRT, new NCRT, old NCRT, which NCRT? So this is class 6 NCRT. I'm showing you the pictures. What are the NCRTs that you can read? If you want to read from class 6, what is the atlas that you have to read? Class 6, this is the earth, our habitat. ठीक है? Class 6, the earth, our habitat. Class 7, our environment. Yes, Mohammed, you can go for that. You can go for that. ठीक है, wait for that, Devansh, wait. Class 6, earth, our habitat. ठीक है? Class 7th, our environment. Class 6, class 7th NCRT, take a picture. You can see what NCRT I'm talking about. Class 8 is about resources and development. Class 9, contemporary India part 1. Class 10th, contemporary India part 2. ठीक है? अरे अंकित, I'll teach both. No, prelims and mains both. ठीक है? Now, so class 6th, earth, our habitat. Class 7th, our environment. Class 8, resources and development. Class 9, contemporary India part 1. Class 10, contemporary India part 2. ठीक है? Class 11th. These are the two most important NCRT. Two most important NCRT that you have is this. Class 11th, fundamentals of physical geography, and class 11th has another NCRT, the India physical environment. Two NCRTs which are the most important NCRTs are these two, the fundamentals of physical geography and the India physical environment. This is class 11th NCERT, and this is also class 11th NCERT. Then you have class 12th NCERT. This is about human geography. This is also human geography. Class 11th NCERT and class 12th NCERT. Yes, Anchal. PW book is also good. PW book can also be read. Is it enough? It is more than enough. Okay. Now, which atlas? Which atlas? Either you can go for Orient Black Swan Atlas, or you can go for Oxford Atlas. Any one of them. Either this or that. Either Orient Black Swan or Oxford. Clear? Did you understand the books part? Yes, Yudhishthir. Either this or that. ठीक है? So, now what have I answered? I have answered these questions. I have answered what is geography, what are the units in geography, what are the books in geography that you should read. Please don't ask me in every class, kaun si kitab, kaun si kitab, kaun si kitab. I have made it very, very clear. Very, very clear. No, it is fine, Arjun. It is fine. Yes, Renukamma. Yes. I will do that. Devansh, ruk jao. There are 50 classes. How many classes? There are 50 classes. How many classes? There are 50, 55 classes. Mahadev, what I say, my class notes are nothing but PW class notes. What I say, my class notes are nothing but PW class notes, or the dictation that you write. Or the dictation that you write. Both of them are same. Why are PW class notes given? Suppose you have missed some point. Somebody asking me kaun se notes? Aapke class notes ya PW ke class notes? PW class notes are nothing what I have dictated. So if in case you miss something, you can take help of the PW class notes. In case you don't want to make notes, you can take help of PW class notes. ठीक है? I'll help you that, Vanshika. Siddharth, one book and one class notes. One book and one class notes. Don't worry, Devansh, don't worry. Don't worry. Will 50, 55 classes are more than enough. Sagar, 50, 55 classes are, yes, 55 classes. It's around 55 classes. I will be taking around 55 classes. There are 55 classes that are given. We will be taking that. What about geography related current affairs? I will be covering this in the class. This will be covered in the class. This will be covered in the class. I will be referring it and I will be telling you the current affairs. ठीक है? Okay? I will be covering this. Now, what about prelims and mains? See, how do I plan to cover? How do I plan to cover mapping in geography and prelims and mains? कैसे cover करेंगे mapping in geography and prelims in mains? It is fine. Any addition will do, Abhishek. Any addition will do. Now, see how do we go about it? I'll tell you. So I have told you the books. Now let me tell you. I said I will be covering. I said I will be covering mains as well as prelims. And I said also one thing that I will also be covering the mapping part. Now let me tell you how. How will we do that? Now suppose I start off a topic. Suppose I start off a topic. Manisha, that depends on you. Class notes रखने हैं, लिखने हैं, print out करने हैं, नहीं पढ़ना है, that depends on you. You can take a print out, you can make notes. Whichever learning is fine for you. Now, prelims and mains, how will I cover? Suppose I start off a topic with solar system. Now let me help you out. Let me give you a glimpse. Let me give you a glimpse. Suppose, let's say I'm not explaining right now. I'm not explaining. I'll explain tomorrow, but just listen to what I'm doing. Suppose I started off with solar system. I started off with universe. ठीक है? Okay. This is universe topic. Suppose I started off with universe topic. This is universe topic. I tell you the animations, I show you the animations, I show you the pictures. Okay, I tell you about the galaxies, then I tell you about the formation of universe. This is how I show it to you. Then I tell you about how to draw. Then I also show you the animations. I'll try to show you the animations that are working. These are the animations that are working for us. So I taught you the topic. Once I have taught the topic, okay, then what do? Once I have taught you the topic, at the end of the class, I cover the previous year question. This is a question that was asked in 2011. This is related to the topic. I taught you the topic. I explained the topic. I made you write. I showed you the animation. I'll repeat again. I'll teach the topic. I'll make you write. I'll show you the animations. And once the topic is over, we will cover questions like this. 2011, this question has been asked. 2012, this question has been asked. 2015, this question has been asked. 2017, this question has been asked. And not only will I cover questions till date 2022, this question has been asked, I will also cover mains questions. So when we are studying the topic in itself, at that time only we will cover the questions that have been asked in prelims as well as in the mains. Okay, so what happened? Suppose three classes. In the three classes, we will be giving prelims questions, and let's say every third day or second day, when I have given you a mains question. Now I have given you a question. I have told you how to write. What will I do? Listen, I will share a Telegram channel with you. I will share a Telegram channel with you, and you will have to write the answer. You will have to send me the answer. I will evaluate the answer for you. I will send a voice note. I will do the evaluation, and I'll help you in the mains portion. I'll repeat again. हर दिन mains का question नहीं होगा. Not every day you will be given a mains questions. Whenever a topic is over, mains question will be given. You will write that question in 150 words, 200 words. I will share a link with you. You will send the answer to me. I will evaluate that answer. So this is how we will cover. We will cover what? We will cover both prelims as well as mains. Did you understand? I'll do that, Sheetal. Did you understand this part? How will I cover? This is the question that has been asked to me. I will do that. Sankalp batch, the classes will start from tomorrow. Sankalp batch. Any atlas will do. Monu, there I will send my answers. I'll be waiting for your answers. Clear? Yes, we'll do that. Okay? You will do the evaluation for everyone. Soumya, I do that. I have done the evaluation for everyone who sent me the answers. There are students of Sankalp batch also sitting. They can vouch for it. Okay? They can vouch for it. 10 years previous year question is good. Vyankat. 10 year previous year question is good. Okay? Ravi Shankar, have I not evaluated the answers? Sankalp batch, Vijay Kathir, you know that. You can vouch for it. You can write. Those who are from the Sankalp batch, they can vouch for this. Okay? Yes, Pratyush, I do that. 10 years previous year question is good to go. Okay? Can I move on? Chalo. Your classes will start from tomorrow itself, Aniket. This is the first class. Tomorrow also you'll have the class. Okay. Now, so I told you this. Mapping part, we will cover along with the, how will we cover the mapping part? We will use topic wise. In topic wise, I will make you draw the map. I will draw the map, and we will also look at the atlas. We'll draw the map and we'll also, yes, Chiranjeevi. Okay? We will, while the mapping part, whenever is the topic is over or along with the topic, I'll make you draw the map, and we will also use the atlas along with each other. Okay? I'll help you, Sarika. I'll help you with that. Don't worry. Okay? Okay, fine. I will give your answer, UPSC CSE aspirant. I was on a little break for some personal commitments. Now, so what have we covered? We have covered your questions. We have covered the questions like this, and this. Now, we've covered these questions. What is geography? What are the books for geography? How many units in geography? How many days of the classes? What about mains and prelims? What about the mapping portion? I have answered all of these doubts. I'll repeat. What is geography? What are the units in geography? How many classes? What are the books? What about the current affairs? What about prelims and mains? What about mapping in geography? I prefer both of them. Okay? Now, what about GS and optional? I'll keep it for this. I'll keep it for the later part of the discussion. Okay? I'll keep it for the later part of discussion. Geography GS and geography optional. See, now what happens? Many of the students, it's a very important question for those who will be taking geography optional. How many of you plan to take geography optional? How many of you plan to take geography optional? Because this is the question that has been asked to me. Practice, Manasvi. What all do you need to do after attending my classes? Practice. कोई भी चलेगी राजनंदी, स्टूडेंट भी चलेगी, स्कूल भी चलेगी. Okay, UPSC CSE aspirants, Monu, Ibrahim Mondal, Abhishek, Yudhishthir, Ibrahim, Manasvi. Okay, Ibrahim. Or how many people others? Akansha, Ravi, Vanshika, Deepika, Shomli, Mayuri. Okay, I can see couple of you. Those who are planning. Kamal, okay. Akshat, Sahir. I can see. Now, because this is a question that is being asked to me, I'll just answer. Those who have not taken geography optional, it is fine. This is a question that was asked to me from some of the student. Let me answer this. Now, when I say geography as a part of GS versus when I say geography as a part of optional, okay, geography GS and geography optional. Now what happens? What is the difference? If geography GS has topics, let's say geography GS has, let's say, 10 topics. Geography optional has about 10 same as GS, 10 same as GS, and I would say 12 same as GS. 12 topics are same as GS. 8 topics are different. There are different topics also. There are 8 topics which are different. So can I say that 50% of the topic is same? No, I can't say that. Why? Because even the topics that are same as GS, even the topics that are same by GS, the depth is more. The depth is more. What do you mean by depth? There are various theories. There are various viewpoints. Okay? There are various viewpoints that you will have to study more. So first, the topic are in greater depth. 1. Second, there are some different topics as well. The second thing, if you have studied geography optional also, you will see that the answer writing format of GS is easy language, is easy, but the answer writing format for optional is technical. You will have to use technical words. You will have to use technical words. You will have to use theories. You will have to use case studies. So what is it? Geography optional is more about application. You will have to apply your knowledge. You will have to apply your knowledge there. Okay? Yes, Monu, you can do that. Okay? So you will have to do that. Yes, Abhishek, now those who've studied, you will have to use Penck, you will have to talk about Davis, you will have to talk about Hutton, you will have to talk about Peltier. Ye cheezein we don't study in GS. You don't study about philosophers, the thoughts of geography in GS. So it is a little different subject. Can GS help in geography optional? Yes. But is it sufficient? No, it is not sufficient. Okay? Correct? So Abhishek, you are getting what I'm trying to say. You will have to use case studies and apply yourself. How has my optional subject been? Which books do you suggest for optional? For optional, you will have to read Savindra Singh. For optional, you will have to read these books, right? Yes, for optional, you will have to use these books. You will have to study Savindra Singh. You will have to study Majid Hussain. You will have to study D.R. Khullar. These are the books you will study for your optional, not for GS, right? Savindra Singh, Geomorphology, Oceanography, Climatology, Biogeography, Models and Theories by Majid Hussain, Human Geography by Majid Hussain. We have Sudipta Adhikari for Geographical Thoughts, right? So that is for your optional. Okay? Clear? These are the books that you study for the optional. You don't study these for your GS. So I have also answered geography GS as well as geography optional. There was this confusion that was asked, so I thought of clearing it. Correct. Now, the next question that has been asked to me is importance of geography in UPSC. What are the marks and what are the weightage? What are the marks? What are the weightage? Now, the question is geography. Geography ka importance in prelims, in mains. What do you think? Geography is more important in prelims or geography is more important in mains? What do you think? Is geography more important in prelims? Is geography more important in mains? Yes, UPSC CSE aspirants. Correct. Geography ज़्यादा कहाँ important है? In prelims or in mains? ज़्यादा. Akshad, important. It is important in both, no doubt. Where more? Both. No, not both. In more. More important where? Prelims. Both. Mains. Prelims. Both. Tell me one. I know it is important in both, but more important. More important. Don't tell me both. Don't tell me both, please. Monu says mains. Okay. Mains, both. Prelims, mains. Geography. From my perspective, geography in GS is more important in mains. Now understand why. If I talk about prelims, okay? Listen, if I talk about physical geography, okay? Pay attention here. In prelims, I think there would be 20 questions, okay? Not 18 to 20 questions. 18 to 20 questions are in prelims. In that, physical geography, pay attention please. You can write this down in case you want to write. In case you want to write this down, please write this. If I talk about physical geography, physical geography, that means geomorphology, climatology, oceanography, biogeography. Okay, these 4 units. Physical geography, there will be about 8 questions. Okay, there will be about 8 questions. Okay, if I talk about, or you can also put it like 6 to 8. 6 to 8 questions. If I talk about human geography, now human geography has also started increasing. Human geography, which is about agriculture, which is about industry, which is about mineral resources, there will be another 6 to 8 questions here. Okay, there will be about 6 to 7. Here you can say 6 to 7. 6 to 7. Or I can put it like this, 6 to 7 and 6 to 7. If I talk about India mapping, the portion of India's map, there can be about 5 questions here. Okay, and there can be world map. In the world map also, there can be 4 to 5 questions. This is the weightage that geography carries. Okay, what is the weightage that geography carries? 6 to 7 questions is physical geography. 6 to 7 questions is human geography. India map, it's about 5 to 6 questions. And world map, it's also about 4 to 5 questions. The most scoring, the most easy and scoring is this. If you know India's map through and through, these are very easy marks. These are very easy marks. Second easy, the second easy part, out of these 6 questions, out of these 6 questions, 3 are easy. 3 are easy. Did you understand? I'll show it to you later, just month. Right now, please understand the breakdown. It is easy to do India mapping. 6 questions, 7 questions. It is easy to do physical geography, 3 questions. I'm not saving. This is Indian map. Indian mapping is Indian geography. Abhishek. Indian mapping is Indian geography. 3 questions are easy. So out of this 20 questions, 10 questions are basically very, very easy. And when I say easy, these are directly taken up from your NCERT. They are directly all and out taken up from your NCERT. अभी से चालू करो अनु. Why wait? Start it from now. ठीक है? So 10 questions. I'm not saying all of them, but yes, they're comparatively easy. You can use elimination technique, Arjun. You can use elimination technique. They're not as difficult. ठीक है? I know, Arjun. It's fine. Your answer. Human geography also, 2 questions would be easy. 5 questions would be difficult. 2 questions are easy. And if I talk about world map, these are mostly related to the current affairs. These are mostly related to the current affairs. Did you understand? Did you understand this part? Prelims? Okay. Did you understand this part? Can I move on? 11th class is the major one. 11th class is the major one. Skeptic alone Yadav. But still I cannot say कि 6 to 10 से नहीं आते हैं. Even 6 to 10 से आते हैं. But 11th is the major important one. Okay. Now, this was your prelims portion. So I can say that around 18 to 20 marks. Around 18 to 20 marks can be scored easily in geography. Around 18 to 20 marks, because 10 questions are easy. So this will be around 18 marks, or this will be about 20 marks. This is easy. Now with the with the cutoff going as 90, 95. Secure your 18 marks. Secure your 20 marks. Okay? Now, this was your prelims. Now, if I talk about mains examination, can somebody tell me geography is a part of which GS paper? It's a part of GS paper. It is a part of GS paper 1 or 2. It is a part of GS paper 1 or 2. My classes would run on PW app. Only 2 classes are there on YouTube. Banda Pranay Kumar. First and second class are there on YouTube. Pooja, I'll tell you that. It's a part of GS paper 1. How many other subjects are there in GS paper 1? Can somebody tell me how many other subjects? GS paper 1 has 3 subjects. What are the other subjects? Okay, Arun. Somebody asked me one thing. How can we relate current affairs with map? Can you elaborate? Pooja. Okay, if there is something. If there's somebody asked me, how do I relate map to current affairs? If there is some important current affairs going on, let's say there is Iran and Iraq war, Iran and Israel war. You should know about the borders of Iran. You should know about the borders of Israel. You look at the map and you look at the borders. So current affairs, if there's any country that has been there in news for quite long, you will have to look at the map and relate to it. Pooja. Okay. Now, yes, geography is a part of GS paper 1. The other GS papers are history and society. How much marks do you get in mains from geography? How much marks do we get in mains in geography? How many questions do you get? See, there are 20 questions total. 10 questions are of 10 marks. And there are 10 questions which are of 15 marks. Okay. Of these, 3 questions are of history. 4 questions are of history. 3 questions are of geography. And 3 questions are of society. Again, here there are 3 questions of history. Let's say there are 3 questions of geography. And there are 3 questions of society. Okay. Let's say there are 4 questions of history. How many questions are we getting from geography? How many questions of geography? How many questions of geography? There are 20 questions, no? In examination, there are 20 questions. How many questions is of geography? This is 30 and this is 45. How many marks for geography? 75 marks. Did you understand? 75 marks. 75. There are at times there are also 4 questions from geography, you know. There are at times 4 questions for geography. So this will become 60. Basically it is about 80 marks. 80-85 marks तो geography का आता है. 80-85 marks is of geography. Okay, even if I put 3 questions here, and if I put 4 questions here, okay, this is 40 and 45. 40 and 45. 80-85 marks. 80-85 marks is geography. Nearly 1/3 is geography. Did you understand this part? Now let me tell you an interesting fact. Not only is 80-85 marks of geography, not only is the 80-85 marks of geography, you look at society questions. दोनों के लिए यादव. Skeptical on Yadav for both. If you look at society also, one question of society will have a link with human geography. Okay? I'll give you an example. Sex ratio. We understand what is sex ratio? The number of females per 1,000 males. Okay? So, the number of females per 1,000 males is the sex ratio. Sex ratio you study in society. Sex ratio you also study in human geography. So, one question of society one question of society also links with human geography. Talk about sex ratio, talk about population, talk about settlement, ठीक है, talk about tribal population. You study all of this in geography also. So one question of society directly or indirectly is linked to geography. Did we understand this part? Why is it more important in mains? Because one question of society will also be asked. So in GS paper 1, geography is about 85 marks plus one question of society, plus one question of society. Okay, this was GS paper 1. This was GS paper 1. If I talk about GS paper 2, there are what topics in GS paper 2? Himanshi, क्यों डर रहे हो? Why are you scared? I don't understand. Why are you scared? You don't have to be scared. I have done nothing to scare you right now. Why are you scared, बच्चे? If I talk about GS paper 2, can somebody? Hardy, why sex ratio seen as females compared to men? Hardy, there are countries where it is used the other way around. In India, it is used differently. There are countries where it is used the other way around, males and females, the number of males per 1,000 females. So it's a calculation purpose. You can use it anyways. In India, we talk about number of females per 1,000 males. There are countries like Latvia, Lithuania, Russia, they talk the other way around. So it is nothing rocket science there. Can somebody tell me what are the papers in GS paper 2? We have IR, we have polity, we have social justice, we have governance. We have governance. In IR also, you draw the map. You draw the mapping part. And in IR also, the knowledge of geography is needed. So it helps in GS paper 2 also. If I talk about geography, it also helps in GS paper 3. How? Because there are some topics of geography which are linked to economy. This is economic geography, as well as disaster management, as well as environment. So when you draw maps, when you use geography, when you talk about disaster management, here also geography is used. So geography as a subject is very, very wide. Because geography as a subject is very, very wide, it is used more importantly in mains. There are connections and interrelation that are important in mains. Yes, economic geography, talk about agriculture, talk about trade, transport, talk about resources. Okay, it is also used in disaster management. It is also used in environment. Did we understand that why is it more important in mains? Why is it more important in mains? Yes or no? So this is 85 marks. Another, let's say 10 marks. This becomes 95 marks. If I talk about IR, let's say 10 marks. If I talk about economy, let's say another 15 marks. If I talk about disaster, let's say 30 marks, or let's say 25 marks. If I talk about environment, another 25 marks. Look at the weightage. Look at the weightage that geography is carrying. If I talk about 90, this is about 85 plus 10, 95 plus 10, 105 plus 15, 105 plus 15, 120 plus 50, 170 marks. And I am not saying it for the sake of saying. It is nearly equal to one paper. 170 marks is huge marks for your mains. So what happens is, many times you will say that, ma'am, your class notes are also important for mains. I will say yes. My class notes are also important for your mains perspective. ठीक है? I am not talking about essay right now, but this one. At least for your GS mains, geography is very, very important subject. Can I move on? Have I answered all of your questions? Akshat, Prince, Himanshi, Amit, Vishnu, Sheetal, Sarika, Ravi, Manasvi, Danish, Gopal, Avasthi, Prodyut, Odisha Overload, Abhik, Rajnandi, Sahu. Have I answered all of your questions right now? So we have covered the questions that has been asked so far. These were the questions that were asked to me. Clear? There are two prints here. Yes, there are two prints here. There are two Sarika here. Okay. So all of you, what you do is, what you can do is, you can please draw this with me. Vanshika, are NCRTs enough? No, we will cover class notes and NCRTs. Class notes and NCRTs and current affairs. Class notes, NCRTs and current affairs. Class notes, NCRTs and current affairs. ठीक है? Okay. Now what you can do is, now can you please give the heading? Now please write this with me. Please write this with me. I am starting to teach you something. I am helping you understand geography. Please write this with me. Give the heading. This is the first note that I am giving it to you. Pehli baar I am making you write something. Okay. So please write. Please write. Give the heading. Geography. Give the heading geography. Write the first point with me. Write the first point with me. Okay, this is geography. Write the first point. The first point is, it is the study of, please write this with me, all of you. ठीक है? First page a note, one page. ठीक है? We are making class notes, Omkareshwar. We are making class notes. ठीक है? Geography, right? It is the study of varied. It is the study of varied. VARIED. It is the study of varied aspects of earth. It is the study of varied aspects of the earth. ठीक है? Okay, then you can write, make this circle in between. Make this circle in between, right? The scope of geography. Make a circle and write the scope of geography. What all do you study in geography? Okay, the scope of geography. The scope of geography. What all do you study in geography? The scope of geography. What all is the scope of geography? What all do you study in geography? Okay, I have done 8. I have done 8 markings. Okay, I've drawn 8 columns. The scope of geography. दानिश अभी तो लिख लो, ठीक है. Okay, write the scope of geography first. You can start off here. In case you want to draw more, you can draw more also. I have drawn 8. You can draw 10 also. Okay, I'm drawing 10. You can also draw 10 with me if it is okay for you. Okay, draw these 10 lines with me. Draw these 10 lines with me. Fine. So the scope of geography. Here, the first scope. This is geomorphology. Geomorphology. Right about geomorphology has been taken up from whom? Geomorphology has been taken up from, they have been, it is taken from geology, right? There is a subject called as geology. So geomorphology have been taken from geology. Okay, the second you can say climatology. Climatology, where it has been taken up from, this has been taken, the field has been taken from meteorology. Meteorology, a specialized science. See, meteorology is a specialized science from which you have taken climatology, which is a part of geography. Okay, so climatology has been taken up from there. Okay, clear? Then write about the next one, oceanography. Write about the oceanography. Oceanography, that has been taken up from, ocean studies. There is a specialized science that does ocean studies. So geography has taken that from ocean studies. Then you have biogeography. Biogeography, where have we taken this from? We have taken this from biology. Taken from biology. Botany, zoology, ठीक है, botany and zoology. Clear? Okay. जब डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट का क्लास स्टार्ट होगा मनदीप, आपको पता पड़ जाएगा. When the disaster management class will start, you will get to know what is being taught. Okay, right now that is not the discussion. Clear? Then please write. We have political geography, or we have a specialized field, political geography. Political geography. Where have we taken political geography from? We have taken from political science. Taken from political science. There's a specialized subject where you study political science. This is part of geography that talks about political geography. ठीक है? Then you have social geography. We have, let's say, social geography. Where we have taken this from? We have taken this from sociology. There is a specialized branch, sociology. Then you also have economic geography. We have economic geography. Where have we taken this from? Economic geography. We have taken this from economics. Economics. ठीक है? You have a special science, that is, you have a special part, mapping portion of geography. Where have we taken this from? We have taken this from cartography, a special science where you study cartography. ठीक है? You have social geography. You have social geography. We've written that, है ना? हमने social geography लिख लिया. ठीक है? You have cultural geography. You have historical geography. Cultural geography. Where have you taken cultural geography from? You've taken cultural geography from anthropology, a special science that studies the culture. You also have historical geography. Historical geography, which you have taken up from history. Which you have taken up from history. So please draw this and then I will explain. Please draw this, then I will explain. Very good, Vikas Kumar. Very good, Vikas Kumar. Yes, Vikas, ये live class है. I can read your comments. ठीक है? All of you, have you written this? Yes or no? Amit says yes. ठीक है? Completed says Sahana. Fine. Rajnandi Sahu done. Economic geography, economic straight shape, correct, Vikas? Now, see, why did I make you write this? Every subject has some or the other specialization. Society, a specialized study is called as sociology. The study of society, sociology. The study of polity and the international relation, political science. The study of history, there's a subject called as history. The study of culture, anthropology. And the man and the other dimension. So every subject studies something that is special. The earth, minerals, rocks is studied by geology. Meteorology studies a special dimension that is about air, atmosphere, pressure. Now what do geography do? हम कहते हैं हर सब्जेक्ट का अपना एक स्पेशलाइजेशन है, राइट? एक्सेप्ट फॉर ज्योग्राफी. Why? We say that geography ka, don't get offensive with this statement. We say that geography का खुद का माई बाप नहीं है. Geography क्या करता है? Geography takes things from many subjects, integrates them, and that is what we study. So you would need a scientific bend of mind. You would need a memorization skill. You would also need a picturesque memory. Geography सब चीज़ों को integrate करा. It is an integrating subject. It takes various things from other subjects. So you need lot of skills. You need to have scientific bend of mind. You need to have memorization skills. You need to have a picturesque memory that you saw something and you remember. Did you understand the dimensions of geography and what do we need? What do we need? हाँ, हर किसी के साथ रिश्ता है, उसका अपना माई बाप नहीं है. करेक्ट? करेक्ट. ठीक है? Clear? Is it fine? Can I move on? So this is what we have for today. I hope you liked the subject. I try to, ठीक है, I try to introduce my subject to you. I hope you liked the dimension of the subject, the scope of the subject. So this is what we have for today, and I'll try to end the stream here. Mayuri, Prince, Skeptical Alone, Yadav, Vaishnavi, Jesh, Akshat Kumar, all of you, thank you for being a part of the channel for the stream. Rajnandi, Vikas, Suraj, Abraham Mundal. I hope all of you enjoyed the session. Thank you for connecting, staying with me till the last. All of you, right? So I'll say goodbye to all of you. This was my subject, and I tried to introduce my subject to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vishnu, Niharika. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Glad that you've stayed till the last. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you, Ravi, Anika, Pradyut, Achal, all of you. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of the stream till the last. Bye-bye. Take care. Syllabus? यही तो syllabus था. Units are nothing but syllabus. शीतल. ठीक है? You might have got the planner as well. ठीक है? Next class tomorrow is on the same time. Akash. Tomorrow also 5 p.m. I'll see you. Just one nothing. I'll tell you that. Okay. Bye-bye. Tomorrow also I believe the class is there on YouTube. कल YouTube पे होगा. Yes. Solar system, universe, Sagarika Sarkar. चलो then. Bye-bye. Take care.